Welcome back to Jump In Travels, guys. Join us on a one-day experience in the Sahara Desert. So guys, right behind me is Al Ben Khaldul. Now we're gonna go to the Sahara Desert base camp. It's roughly around 6 hours away. Now in Marrakesh, you could do the same in smaller portion camps, and it's roughly around 3 hours to get there. The reason why we're going so far away is because the dunes are much bigger than the tours. Also, from what I hear, they're very rushed, so we don't like that. We have a rented car that we could actually take our time. On our drive to the camp, we passed by several towns to stop at, including this stop for bathroom and orange juice break. It's true what people say, Moroccan orange juice is a must try. On another note, the drive was not as sweet. So we just got stopped by the cops here in Morocco heading out to the Sahara Desert base camp because of a seatbelt.
Right. So they originally stopped him because they thought that he wasn't wearing a seatbelt because he wears it a certain way.
Exactly.
I took mine off for a second to take off my jacket, but as soon as they stopped us, they saw him having a seatbelt. And then they pretty much was looking everywhere in the car to try to spot something, and they saw me not have it on for like that second. So they penalized me. So I had to pay 300 dirhams, which is like $30.
Yep.
They took our passport and all that. So basically,
just be conscious. Wear your seatbelt. Go the speed limit because they're usually
right. As soon as they see a tourist, they're gonna
assume
you, for sure.
So just be conscious of that and oblige by the rules. So we finally arrived to the Kasbah, and yes, these are the smallest glasses I've ever had. It's actually John's. I had to borrow it, so why not? And they're gonna pick us up here to take us to the tent area inside the Sahara Desert. The parking at the Kasbah nearby is included as part of our stay, as well as the 4x4 transportation to the tents. The dunes are not meant to be driven in a regular car, but it's definitely a fun experience when you got the right car and driver.
Welcome to desert.
We were greeted by the friendly staff at Zahra Luxury Camp at the main tent with some complimentary light snacks and hot mint tea. In case you're wondering, the prices may depend on the season, but we paid about 120 total for one night between the three of us. After the staff assisted with bringing our bags to our tent, we made our way to the dunes by the camp to get some views and pictures before the sunset. Keep in mind that we went in the middle of February, so it's still considered winter with temperatures in the 40s Fahrenheit and lots of wind. But at least we managed to get some nice pictures together with less crowds. They also had a table and chairs where you can eat and hang out at. But it was too cold for us to stay any longer, so we headed back to our own tent. How's it going, MTV Cribs? Honestly, I really want to always say that. So, we got this tent. It's built for 3 people. It's one of the smallest tents, but if you have a bigger group, obviously they'll accommodate for you, which is a good thing.
And it does include a shower and a toilet. They say there's hot water, so I'm hoping that's the case. We'll use it later. Additionally, there's Wi-Fi included in the tent where you eat, not in the actual sleeping tent. And there's dinner and breakfast included. You can also do activities during the day.
Yeah, so that could include 4-wheelings, sandboarding, and camel rides. We're gonna do the camel rides in the sunrise, so I'm excited about that one.
Yep, because we got places to be after that.
Yeah. So now we're gonna start getting ready for dinner. Dinner took place in the main tent with food made from scratch.
So this is a type of legume soup. Here served at the desert. It's really good.
The main dish was the traditional chicken tagine, followed by a fruit plate as a dessert. If it happens to be your birthday, they'll also include a huge cake. So right now it's about 40 degrees outside, as you can see. I even have a beanie on. And after dinner we went to go shower, and now we're gonna go to a bonfire outside of the tents. So these are the sleeping arrangements that we have going on right now. How's that bed feeling over there?
Feels pretty nice, my dude. It's actually pretty comfortable, honestly. Bouncy yet firm. The pillows are nice. Blanket, it's thick.
Yeah, I thought it was actually gonna be light,
Oh.
but it's actually pretty nice. What do you think?
I'm thinking I just want to stay warm, eat up snack, and get ready for bed. That's what I think.
Agreed. Lights out, guys. We woke up at 6 in the morning to start our sunrise camel tour by 7 a.m. It was still pitch black at the time, so we were assisted onto our camels and made our way to the nearby dunes before dawn. I highly suggest to come prepared with extra layers of clothes during the season, because the temperatures was in the 30s Fahrenheit and windy. Despite the cold, we still managed to walk up the area to get a good view of the sunrise. Once we warmed up, we got back on our camels to ride back to the camp. The tour itself was about 20 euros per person, and they had offered us to book this activity along with any others when we booked our stay. So you should have enough time to reserve any of the tours you like to do here. If you've never ridden a camel before, it's definitely something I recommend to do at least once in your life. Once we got back to the camp, we took advantage and had our free breakfast in time before we got ready for the rest of our trip. Alright guys, so that concludes our experience here in the Sahara Luxury Camp. That is what it's called if you're looking for it. There's a couple other ones, but that's the one that we stayed in. The camel ride at sunrise was amazing, great journey throughout. It was just freezing and the wind was killing us. But either way, just jump with me on our next experience or travels on Jumping Travels.